Hi, everybody. Welcome to another White Devil Plays, and I'm joined by Retro Kaiser and Dorubka.
Yay!
Hey, what's up, fellow Beastians?
All right, and as you can see, I've booted up the old DOS box, and today we're going to be doing Mega Man 3 for the DOS. And for the curious,
Well, if you look at the DOSBox window, it looks like MM because, of course, all the names for games in that it's shortened, so it's the M&M's game, of course.
yeah, except that the viewers at home aren't going to see that because it's not recording that part. But okay, yes.
Oh well.
Okay, and yes,
was a fail.
me and Kaiser, we did do. This is the one we actually would have wanted to do previously. We did do the first Mega Man for the DOS, and for the curious, there is no Mega Man 2 for the DOS. They just jumped straight to 3, just like Winamp did with Winamp 5, or
No, they were trying to be ironic.
or Windows
like
did with Windows 10.
Maybe
does anybody even
there was a
remember
Mega
Winamp
Man 2,
anymore?
but it was so...
How
Maybe
old
there
are
was a
we?
Mega
How
Man
old are
2.
we? Does anybody remember what Winamp is anymore?
I still use Winamp. That's how old I am.
Okay.
I was about to say, maybe they're doing something ironic, like purposely skipping number 2, like they did with the Leisure Suit Larry games.
Yeah.
I think it was more just the fact that it was the most recent. I mean, the most recent one on the NES when this was being developed. And there it is, the high-tech expressions logo. So these are the guys we have to blame for this
Oh my god.
ungodly mess.
This is already worse than the fucking Castlevania DOS game. That one is at least playable. Actually, the DOS version is probably the closest from all the PC conversions of Castlevania.
Yeah. Well, this game, not that there's much good to say about this game either. There we go. It finally loaded up the
Press
title screen.
fire!
God.
Like, you look at the title screen, it actually does look like a proper Mega Man title screen. And when I press fire, let's hope I remember which one is the fire.
It looks-
Yes, but it's off though. It's off.
It does.
Like,
It sort of looks like those bad clip art sort of typings from like back in school days when you're using Microsoft Word.
Mega Man 3 is like my favorite Mega Man. At least the one I have the most.
All right,
Oh
here
my
we have
God.
the title screen. Okay, so remember the first DOS Mega Man game, they only had 3 bosses. Now they at least have 6, which is the same amount as the first Mega Man, to be fair.
Sorry, but
Yep.
I'm laughing. Mega Man looks like he's got Down syndrome.
Yeah, this is Down Man. There we go. Shark
Alright.
Man is oh my god, like
And if you look closely,
that's Wave Man, who is Airman. Just I guess Airman was too good for this, so his shitty cousin Wave
Yeah,
Man took
which is-
over or something.
this is the ironic part because, like I said, Mega Man 3 was probably the newest game that was out when they were making this for the DOS. And Waveman, a robot master called Waveman, finally did appear in Mega Man 5. So there's a guy who looks like Airman, but he has the name of another actual robot master. And Oil
Also,
Man...
Bitman,
Yep.
Bitman looks like Gravity Man, I think.
No, Bitman's clearly... He's just a recycled and recolored Hard Man from Mega Man 3.
Oh, Hard Man. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm mixing it
But
up.
this is kind of funny
Oh, wow.
because Oil Man is also he's an extra boss that they put into the PSP remake of the first Mega Man. Blade Man is in Mega Man 10. He's an actual robot master again. And no, I don't think
Oh my god, this is so cringy. I love it.
Yeah. So you can clearly tell
So the
that-
only original one is Sharkman then.
Yeah, and it's funny because there is a Shark Man. He's in the Battle Network series. So they really
but this is-
predicted at least like 3 robot masters, and then
It's not that hard because a robot master, even as a kid, I would draw my own robot masters. And it was just it's like a superhero name, like an old school superhero name. Take a word, an adjective, and just man.
yeah.
Like,
Okay.
so.
And so like I said, they have like at least twice as many bosses now than they did in the first DOS Mega Man game. And really, if there's anything positive to say about this game, it is almost entirely in comparison to the first DOS Mega Man game, because this game at least looks and feels like a kind of weird pantomime of the official Mega Man games. And part of it is because of all this art that they actually ripped off from the actual games, like, Hardman and Airman and whatever. So, guys, which of these amazing bosses do we want to face off against first?
Sharkman or Bitman?
Sharkman. I think I've beaten Sharkman, so it's going to be a water level, and this is going to be interesting.
Hey, wait. I think we should go with a little bit more.
Well, it's too late now. I already hit enter. So now we just gotta wait for the level to load.
It was a bad pun, a little bit.
Okay, here we are, the first level.
Oh god.
And this is another weird thing that they managed, because I only just recently, wait a minute.
It's
okay.
Yellowface Mega Man, the racist stereotype that they removed in the 20s.
Oh yeah, that was what I was getting at, is that, okay, the first Mega Man for the DOS did have VGA graphics. So it looked at least moderately better than this game. For this game, you might have, if you looked at the option at the start of the, oh god, I hate these lobster things, they're impossible to kill. Okay.
Oh my god, okay. I said on the beginning, before we recorded, we should play it on CGA, just for nostalgia for me. Because I used to play these old DOS games, and that was like...
This is a weird mechanic. When you hit the ground, you no longer float. You just start walking. Which is kind of fun, I guess. Okay.
I was about to say, am I looking at it correctly? If you're not moving, does he automatically float up?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it does. So this is kind of weird. This is another thing that this game weirdly predicted, because in Mega Man 8, which I only just recently got to play on the second Mega Man Legacy Collection, Mega Man could also swim, and this is the only other game. It's this game and Mega Man 8.
Yeah.
All the other ones, he always he just kind of falls to the bottom.
So this is like almost like they tried out weird shit accidentally. So
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
This is the thing that they definitely continued from a shitty tradition from the first DOS game, that a lot of these enemies don't really look like Mega Man enemies. But with two exceptions, they do have a Sniper Joe and a Met, and
wait, is Sniper Joe the green guy with the shield, or is it the guy with the hard hat?
They're green. There's also they were pink in the Mega Man 2.
Yeah,
in this game,
I remember
they're
those.
red.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think what happened with these bad DOS ports, because even on DOS they could have made a better Mega Man port, but it's just they outsource it, and they have very
really
little
a port,
to go
actually.
on.
It's called Mega Man 3, but I think that's a misnomer, because this game and both this game and the first DOS Mega Man, these don't have anything to do with the NES game.
That's true, but I think it started out like, okay, either this company wanted to do a port, or they got the assignment, but then they had very little to go on, so they just kind of made a sorta port where it's really its own thing, as you said. Yeah. I mean, it's the same Robot Masters, so... It's almost like these... I don't know if you ever played these... It's not as bad as those...
This really is more like a weird fan game.
Yeah.
And and also just to remind everyone, we did mention this when we were playing the first MS-DOS Mega Man game, that it was a single guy made both of these games. So
yeah,
I don't remember his name, but it was one guy who was fully responsible for making this game. So so if that not that it excuses it much, but it does explain a lot.
I don't know, man. I will say this, for a DOS game that was made by entirely one guy, I think it's not, I'm not saying it's a good game, but it could have been much worse. I've seen games made
playable.
by...
This one I feel is way more playable than the first DOS game, because, well, we were talking about this pre-recording, but I've actually done quite a lot to make this game work much better. So I've had to adjust the cycles to
yeah.
And the thing that you can't hear, well, nobody can hear, because there is no music. This is one of those DOS games that doesn't have any music.
Is it PC speaker sound?
It does have sound, yeah. It does have, when I shoot and when enemies explode, and when I pick up a power-up, you hear the little bleeps and bloops. But
yeah, that's the PC speaker, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing I'm probably going to be doing for this I might do the same thing we did with the first one, is that I'm gonna definitely add some music to the video when we do this. But I think I'm gonna also have to, so people can appreciate the silent DOS sound.
Dude,
I'm gonna also have the unaltered video of this on my second channel, like I did with the first one.
Nice.
Oh crap! I hate
Is
it.
there a shitty flute version of Mega Man 3 tune? Because I think that would be really good. I don't know if you know the shitty flute meme.
Is that the guy who like plays the? Oh god! Like, I've seen the one where the guy who plays the Titanic theme like really bad.
Yes, exactly. Yes, but they played it. They did the same meme, but with other songs, with other theme songs, like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Is one of my favorite.
Okay.
Like, imagine the Mega Man 3 soundtrack, but shitty flute for that.
Yeah. Okay, you guys want to hear the saddest thing? Like, it was like literally one Friday, I was so fucking bored. I had nothing to do. I was trying to figure out how to get this game to run properly. And then I started playing this, and I started putting Mega Man MIDIs. I started playing Mega Man MIDIs in the background. I beat half the levels.
Nice.
That's how I spend my Fridays.
I spend them very similarly, you know. So right now I'm just trying to get fucking like Fallout 3 to not fucking crash every 5 minutes.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's working now pretty good. I mean, it doesn't crash every 5 minutes, but
I think
it's
I must
taken
have
a long
accidentally
time.
backtracked. Guys, if it looks like I'm running around aimlessly, that's not me just trying to show off the level. I really am lost right now. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going.
Yeah, this game feels more like a shitty Apogee platformer, really, because a lot of times like DOS platformers are more like maze-like platformers where you gotta find the exit.
I totally get that this is completely intentional design, this whole maze-like structure, because the levels probably wouldn't have been very long otherwise. So,
I'm just very glad.
I think I'm going the right way, actually. Yes.
I'm just very glad that those
Accidentally.
No, not well. That's the funny thing, because all of these levels pretty much have the same structure. It kind of just loops around, and you have to get to the boss room, and it's like kind of at the center of the level, which is kind of weird.
It really just feels like a shitty Apogee. Maybe he even took an Apogee game.
Oh, look at that!
and-
Look at
and
that! There's
based
an
it off
energy
of that.
tank. And
Yeah, this is again the unbalanced bullshit.
That looked like the fucking seaweed creature from Super Mario Bros. 3.
I'm just glad those spikes don't kill you in one hit.
Oh yeah, that is fortunate. The only aspect in which this is superior to an actual Mega Man game, that the spikes don't kill you instantly. Oh
yeah,
god.
but in Mega Man you have like much superior control, so it's all about
Yeah.
this pixel perfect precision, and
Yeah.
but then you also
Well,
need the really good
I
control
didn't even realize that was an
for Mega
enemy,
Man.
that fucking fish in the wall that was spitting out balls. Oh god.
That's a fish. I thought that was some weird Pikachu-looking motherfucker.
Yep.
It's a dead end, but
It's
at
a
least it
Pikachu
gave me that
spitting
energy
balls.
pellet. So I don't know, wait, there's something weird about this game too. Like the first DOS Mega Man game feels like really grueling, but I haven't died once, although I'm getting pretty close.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be as brutally difficult as that one.
Yeah. Although it might have been like I said last time, that the game seemed to be running still a little too fast, even though I had modded it a little bit. Modded. I adjusted the cycles on the DOS box. Yeah, woohoo. Change a value in a text file. That's basically all you have to do. Okay,
Yeah,
hey,
that's-
we're making progress. We're going the right way. Ah, God.
You know, you can just do Control F11 or Control F12 to change the cycles. I think it adds like 1,000 cycles or something.
Yeah, no,
but you can also
this is
change-
running fine. This is running fine. This is... oh, yeah. We're really close. We're almost to the boss. Okay.
Too
God,
sharp,
this
man.
is bullshit, though. Can you see the seaweed? I can't get past it. I need to get my
guys,
pellets. Wow, this is some, like, really strong seaweed.
have you guys played
Yeah,
that one?
man.
Have you guys
Let's
played
play
that one
that seaweed.
platform? This one platformer where it's like Spider-Man and the X-Men, and then every
Oh, my God.
Oh, Arcade's Revenge.
yes, and when you play with every other character, it's like a different level. And this reminds me of the Storm level where you're in water, where she's in water constantly. And you gotta like breathe and shit because you can lose air and whatever.
We gotta breathe and shit because you lose air or whatever.
Yeah.
Great explanation.
Making me
Oh, there it
picture,
is, there it is. That's the boss room. That's the boss room right on top of me. I just gotta make it to the door. Come on, spit you.
That's-
Maybe you can like
Yeah.
glitch through and clip through.
There we go. All
You
right.
can't
Well,
clip
at least
through. He's not
okay.
a
At least the guy has done that with the whole like when you switch. So
He's throwing fidget spinners.
yep. This guy even predicted those.
Yeah.
I'll say this for the game is that the boss room does feel like Mega Man. Not really well done, but still.
Yeah.
And when you go from
Something's wrong with my jumps. I can't. Mega Man won't jump high enough to dodge the fidget spinners, but I'm about to win. I'm about to win. Come on. Oh god. Don't die. Don't die. I'm so
You have an
close. I'm so
E-tank,
close.
right?
He's almost dead.
Wait, you have an E-tank, right?
Come on, one more. Yes.
Nice.
Oh my god. Even half-assed, like beating a boss in a Mega Man game, is so satisfying.
Hey, it's Dr. Light.
It's Dr. Light. Yeah, you can totally. This has been ripped off from Mega Man 2, and I think that art
Mega Man-
is. That might be from
Mega
one of the
Man
Game
looks
Boy
like
games, actually. Wow.
Yeah. But it looks like Mega Man's wearing some sort of weird G-string there.
Yeah,
nice.
you can tell. You can tell this is probably taken from one of the Game Boy games, or possibly from like one of the box arts, because you can see he also has those weird, those weird things on his boots. You can tell the little.
Yeah, that one is weird. Yeah, that one throws me off.
All right. So in comparison to the first DOS Mega Man, where we couldn't beat any of the levels, we've beaten one now. It's one down. Okay, which one do we want to go
Sharkman.
next?
I like the weapon you got, the shark boomerang. It's a really good weapon for finishing off enemies.
Ah.
God.
Okay, but so where do we want to go next? I think Oil Man's level has
that itty bitty level there. So
a Bitman.
that was pretty bad. Yes, that was pretty
Yeah,
bad.
Okay, let's go with the Bitman's level. Yeah, because I'm actually curious.
You know
like,
who's stronger than Bitman? Bite Man.
Bite Man. Oh boy, gotta
That
go.
joke was
Oh,
a-
it's
that
this
joke was
fucking
a-
level. I hate this level. Oh god.
Hey, Darabka, that joke was a bit too much, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Oh god. This
But
I
only
hate
a
this
little
level.
bit.
I hate this level. Yeah.
This looks like a bizarre Love Boat level. Like if Love Boat
Yeah.
were to get an NES game, this looks like something that would be in it.
Yeah. This looks
You know
like.
what'd be cool if all the bosses were called Bitman, but you would have like 8-bit man, 16-bit man, 64-bit man, and then the final boss is Bite Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh god. Kilo Man.
And he says "Bite me."
Oh god.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh god. Yeah. I hate this level.
That's for the European version. The European translation's Kilo Man.
Yeah, but I was thinking more like Kilobyte Man or something like. Oh god.
Nice.
Oh, actually.
And you are not Mega Man, you're Megabyte Man. There we go.
Oh, energy. Oh, sweet energy. I needed that. Yeah, I hate this level. This is one of my least favorite levels.
Okay, interesting. This level has also oil, so it's like, isn't that like Oil Man's thing?
Yeah,
So...
I was about to say the exact same thing, but I think in Oil Man's levels he has like those big, you know, the oil pump towers or whatever those
Yeah.
are
Okay.
called.
So I'm guessing in Oil Man you're like slipping out on oil, or maybe like because I mean Torchman is the fire dude. So like,
I don't remember if I got the torch.
How do you
level.
switch weapons, by the way?
I
or
think
are you
I
gonna
have to hit
save them for
F1
the
and then
boss?
it gives me the option. Let me check. Okay. Alright, so we did find the weapon selection menu. So, okay, this is how you select different weapons, is that you have to hit escape. I forgot you had to do that. And then you
what
press
the hell
press the letter for which weapon you want to use. So, that weapon we just got, I have to press S. And yeah, so now I can shoot fidget spinners.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
they are fidget spinners, for
Yeah.
fuck's sakes. They
Yeah.
literally are.
Yeah. But I have no idea what weaknesses go with what Robot Masters, so I think I went to a dead end, so,
Maybe the shark guy can fight Torchman, I guess. Water, fire,
well,
maybe.
the thing is,
Who knows?
I don't know if you could tell, but, like, if we get to the boss in this level, you'll notice that you will notice that. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. You can do this is a thing you did in normal Mega Man as well. You can shoot from the ladder.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. I hate that B thingy.
But of course,
but the thing I was about to say is that all the bosses basically have the same AI. They just run from one end of the screen to the next, from one end of the room to the other end. Turn around, come back, and shoot every once in a while. So they kind of cheaped out on that AI. Yeah.
Well, this is a cheap game.
Yeah, it was a cheap port. I'm guessing like Capcom didn't give a fuck because it wouldn't fuck their things. But I mean, maybe after this one they're like, no,
High-Tech
don't.
Expressions. Well, this is the only original game that High-Tech Expressions made because all their other games were actual like ports. Like they tried to be like the game. Okay, I'm beginning to think I might have to go here. Oh god. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna hit my head on that, but apparently not.
At least something
Misleading.
that is. Yeah.
Oh,
At
actually,
least
oh,
something
why not?
that is not so
Yeah,
bad.
I noticed. Okay.
I don't
okay.
care what you say, Jarabka. That extra life icon looks hella cute.
It looks derpy, but
God.
yeah, I guess.
I think I went around in circles. Okay. Yeah, I've been here. Oh god. Okay.
Why does oil hurt Mega Man? He's a robot. You think you'd get him like powered up or something?
Oh god. Am I gonna die? If
Why
I
do
fall down
spikes kill Mega Man
Yes.
instantly in old Mega Man games on the NES?
here? Oh, I just killed myself.
Oh, he doesn't even explode. He just kind of like phases out slowly.
He did that in. Yeah, he did that. The boss explodes. You might have noticed, but yeah, Mega Man only just fades.
But when you switched weapons, you also stayed blue. You didn't change into
Yeah,
a color.
I was about to point that out too. Yeah, so. Okay, I have no clue where I'm supposed to be going now. Because there was that wall, but I couldn't jump over it. Oh wait, is this a thing? Wait a minute. Oh, here. This is where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, this totally, as again, this feels like an RPG platformer too.
Oh god. Okay.
Mosquitoes!
Yeah, they're back. They're back. This fucking mosquito thing were in the first DOS game too.
Yeah, he just recycled the sprites, you know,
Yeah,
so he's got less.
some of them were. There's a lot of like original design though, which is interesting. Well, I say original in comparison to the previous game, but like, no, I don't want to fall. No.
I guess this level is a little bit too hard.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stop. This is shitty pose.
Oh, okay,
No, I
I can't get
won't.
through that. I gotta climb to the top. But I'm making progress. So I guess the
Hey,
boss
man, you
room.
gotta
I guess
get-
the boss room is like
you-
on the other side. Okay.
Hanu, you gotta get over the top.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised. I gotta remember where that level is. Where with the sniper Joe. They're in multiple levels, but I wanna try to remember. Oh god. Okay. That's scary. Because there's a big void at the bottom of this level, so I'm afraid that I might slip through.
I think
cracks.
this game is like a big void, you know. This is like the in Action 52. When you play the Cheetahman game, there's one part where you can access a lost level, but it is even more glitchy than the game. It's just like gray glitch. I call it like the glitch hell, kind of where all the games go to die.
Cheeto Man 2.
Okay, that thing is gonna shoot a laser. There we
Actually,
go.
no, I meant Cheetahman 1. So that was in the Action 52 part.
Ooh, there we. Oh, come on! Get down! Get down! Get down!
Get
Feeling a little
down,
bit hot
get
under
down.
the collar, are you, honey?
This is getting like way too intense now.
Yeah.
Even though I do have the extra lives, but I
It's
If
have
you
the
can't take the
mosquito.
heat, get out of the
but
kitchen.
the thing is,
Yep,
like,
yep.
the checkpoints are, like, kind of weirdly positioned in this game. It was the same problem with the first one, it's that...
I don't really get what he means with bit. Is it like bit like the 8-bit or like because it doesn't feel like digital?
Drill bit?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
need
drill bit! This looks like it's on a big drill.
a drill.
I think he just ran out of ideas and he's like, okay, he's just gonna be.
Or maybe he's only a bit of a man.
Maybe it's like bit as in small, but that's why you have like the mosquitoes. I don't know.
Oh
That's a
god.
stretch.
Yeah, that's exactly because there's nothing down there. If I fall down now, I'm gonna die.
Yep.
There's just a fucking
Hey,
E-tag
there's
in
an
the
E-tag.
rafters there.
Yeah, I think when he
Oh,
was
God.
making the level, he just randomly clicked it. Oh well, that sucked. Keep out. Yeah.
Bad position. It's like there. Oh no! Poor Mega Man.
Yeah, that would have totally been an insta kill in a real Mega Man game. So, oh, come on.
Blame on.
Oh, this is.
More like lame on. You know, the really shitty like alternate universe version of
Oh,
the
hey!
Torch.
I wanted to talk about that. Oh god. I think we should have talked about that. Okay, we did a podcast just recently with Kaiser about sort of cult classic movies, and so I just recently, it's on YouTube. I just recently watched the unreleased 1994
Oh my
Fantastic
god,
Four
yes,
movie.
the cringe is real. I love it though.
Yeah, I watched it. And
I love it
I
in a
was
really
shocked
bad
too.
way.
I was shocked, like, man, like the special effects are kind of crappy, and
Kind of
it's clear that
crappy,
they
they're
did it on like a
horrible.
shoestring budget, but my god, like the cinematography is beautiful in that movie, and I love the music too. So it's like, yeah.
The music was actually recycled because it was made by Roger Corman, and you know the entire reason they made this movie on the super cheap to just keep the rights. I mean, they never intended to release it. I remember reading about it in one of my comics when I was a kid, and
Yeah, right.
I was like, when I actually finally got to watch it too, this was like a couple of years ago, I was like, oh my god. When Reed Richards stretches, it's literally just like a fake arm.
Oh yeah,
with, like,
that
a
really.
stomach.
But there was. Oh, we got to the boss. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was just so bad it's great, you know, it's fucking like
What the hell is that?
I'll tell you this,
He's
that-
totally like a cheaper. Whoa. Okay. He totally is just a
Oh,
cheapo
yeah.
Spark Man, basically.
he's like
Okay, and he's only
smart man,
vulnerable.
but
He's
let
only
himself
vulnerable
go.
when he's running. Okay, this is a bit
Wait,
different.
eat that E-Tank!
Yeah, I don't know how to get the E-Tank, by the way. So
Hey, you gotta set the fidget spinners. Maybe that will
wait a
help.
minute. It might be just
Hey,
E. I might
hashtag
have to just press E on that menu. But okay, let's try that. I was not prepared for that because I did, but I have not gotten up to this boss before. Okay, it's when he charges. That's when he's vulnerable. Oh god, I hit the ceiling on that door. That's so weird. Oh, I wasn't ready.
I like how he charges at you. He sort of comes at you like some sort of kinky ninja.
Yeah.
Kinky ninja.
Yeah.
More like a
I
bull.
thought you were gonna say like a bowl or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's another Retro Kaiser original for you folks.
Oh my god.
Whoa, I dodged that. I don't know how I did it. Wow, this actually is the most real boss fight that I've encountered.
Yeah,
in this
he's
whole
quite
game.
brutal. You gotta follow the pattern and shit. So.
Yeah, there's actually strategy involved, so good job.
It feels kind of like Mega Man, yeah.
Yeah, it actually, yes. Who'd have thunk it? DOS Mega Man game that actually feels like a Mega Man game.
Yeah, still not a good Mega Man game. So.
Okay, I got the pattern down, so I think he's gonna be finished pretty soon. Oh, no.
You didn't even use the fidget spinners.
I beat him.
I love you have this kind of like bored look, like whatever.
I got hit before
up
that
my-
happened. Okay, here we go. Another weapon. So notice that his arm cannon changed.